So this is a quick video showing you how I made $47 profit in 3 weeks, or 10% in 3 weeks on this options trade on Chipotle Mexican Grill. So on September 20th, Chipotle was trading at around 8.40. I decided to sell a call credit spread at an 8.55 call or short call, and buying for protection the 8.57.5. So my max loss on this trade is the difference between the strikes of 2.5 minus the premium collected. I placed this trade September 20th with an expiration of October 11. I collected $78 for this trade. But then afterwards, September 23rd, Chipotle was trading close to 8.50. So I got worried and concerned, knowing that it has the ability to move fast and high. So I decided to close the trade early, which is this trade over here. So by closing the trade, I basically bought back the call option that I sold, and I sold the call option that I bought. So I'm doing the inverse. I ended up losing $38 by closing the trade early. But I immediately sold a call credit spread, but this time I went 1 week extra. So October 18 instead of October 11. And I picked a higher strike price for more safety. So initially I had an 8.55 call. This time I went with an 8.90 call when Chipotle was trading at almost 8.50. Instead of being so close at 8.55, I decided to go to 8.90. And I decided to sell the 800 put with 7.95 as protection. So this time my strikes are 5-point wide. So my max loss is higher. It's $500. Initially my max loss was only $250. But to compensate for closing the trade early, I sold a call credit spread higher. So instead of 8.55, I sold at 8.90, but I also increased the capital required by increasing the width of the strikes. And I also sold a put credit spread. Initially, I didn't have a put credit spread. I only had a call credit spread. So basically, I'm limited in both directions. So I sold a call spread at 8.90, so somewhere around here. And then I sold a put credit spread at around 800, so right over here. And this is when Chipotle was trading at 8.49, so almost exactly in the middle. I ended up, after all these adjustments, I ended up with $130 in credit. Remember, this expires October 18, so we still have 1 week to go. So since I placed this trade, Chipotle has dropped some more, all the way down to 8.17, even 8.08, and then went back up again, September 30th, reaching 8.40 again, and then dropped some more, 8.09, 8.05, so getting closer to the put side. So my call side, my new call side of 8.90 never got tested again, but then the put side that I added in order to collect more credit to compensate for closing the trade early, the original trade early, keeps getting tested. 8.05, October 8th, it actually reached 800, right on my short put strike. But then October 11, when the whole market jumped up, Chipotle was trading at 8.30. I decided to close the whole trade early. These 4 trades here, these 4 transactions here represents closing the trade early. So I ended up closing the trade early, and I was left with a $76 profit. So after all these adjustments, I was left with $76. I could have held on to expiration, which was 1 week away. And for me to keep the full $130, I would need Chipotle to stay below 8.90 and above 800. Now, because the 800 kept getting tested, I didn't want to take any risk. And I know it's very possible for Chipotle to drop from 830 to 800 in 1 week. So because I didn't want any trouble, any risk, or any more stress, I decided to close the trade early. I ended up with a $76 profit. But sadly, if I take into consideration the commissions on all these trades, I'm left with $47 profit, net profit after commissions. A net profit of $47 divided by a capital of about $370, so about 12%. A 12% return in 3 weeks, exactly 3 weeks. So it wasn't the best of trades, but for a trade that went against me twice, it's not bad that I came out with a $47 profit. So that's what I like about credit spreads is I don't necessarily have to guess the direction of the stock. And even if I'm wrong on the direction, it could still, as long as it doesn't move that much against me, I can still profit. So it gives me a high probability of being profitable and a high chance of making money. So CMG or Chipotle can go up a little bit, can go down, can stay horizontal, as long as it stays within my range of 800 and 890, I make profit. Now, I didn't want to wait till the expiration because it kept getting closer to my 800 put. So to avoid the risk and achieving max loss, I decided to close the trade early. I'm still happy. Got my capital back, made $47 profit or 12%. What I care about mostly is the 12%, the return that I can consistently make. And then next week, with that capital that I got back, I can place another trade somewhere else. Now, if Chipotle was trading at around 850, maybe I would have waited an extra week, or probably would have closed it early as well, but I would have closed it for less and would have made a better profit if Chipotle was trading at around 850. But it was trading at 830, so I ended up closing the trade for less profit, but still a profit. So if you watched my previous video on Shopify, made some profit there, made some profit here. So they all add up, and hopefully I can stay consistent with all my portfolio and every month. So yeah, just wanted to share with you this trade on Chipotle Mexican Grill. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Like always, if you're going to open an account with Questrade to trade on the stock market, use my referral code in the description below the video to get up to $250 back. Thanks for watching.